So on a Friday, had 2 good days. Got to finish up strong. And anything else you guys need, I'll be glad to answer them for you.
How did you think Evan Neal played individually for his first game in the NFL?
Just probably like everybody else. There was some good and some things to improve on. But he's a dependable guy. He's smart. He's tough. He communicated well with his teammates up front. That was a good start. And certainly things to build off of.
How hard is offensive tackle relative to the other position? Obviously, quarterback, I would assume, is the hardest for a rookie. How hard is offensive tackle for a rookie?
I think they're all hard. Every position is hard. But, again, he's out there, usually blocking one of a premier edge rusher for the most part. So there's a speed element to it that he's got to get adjusted to, just like all the rookies do. But I thought he did a good job.
What's going on with Kadarius? Why was he added back to the injury report?
He is added back to the injury report. We'll see where he's at today. He practiced, participated in some team periods, but his hamstring tightened up, so that's why he's back on the injury report.
Same one as before.
He left in practice for the
Well, he didn't leave practice. He just didn't participate in all the periods that he would normally participate in. He practiced in some team periods. He tightened up, so he came out, and that's why we listed him on the injury report.
Is that an aggravation of what he had before?
I think it's the same leg. Yeah.
What's your sense on him for Sunday?
We'll see. We'll come out here today, see what he can do today, and see where we're at.
Did you stop practice yesterday due to low energy?
No, I saw a report about that. I just brought everybody up. Not sure where that came from, but brought everybody up. Told them, we have an important day ahead of us. It was just individual periods. It wasn't anything with the team. And just, again, there's a standard here that we want to try to reach every day, whether it's in the meeting room, whether it's on practice. So before we started the team periods, I just reaffirmed what our standard was, and I thought we had a really good practice during all the team periods. That was it. Yep.
with
You got
guys
it.
who are injured, like, do you have, if they're cleared, they're 100%, or will you have a situation where a guy can be cleared, but you don't want to put him in for like a full workload? I'm obviously talking about Thibodeau. Like, could he play, but not maybe the full allotment?
Yeah, I think every guy that's injured, we have to do a good job as a staff, starting with our medical and strength staff, of determining where that player is, and if they can do something that can help us as a team. We could have different plans for that particular player. How many reps or what package we put him in or what down we put him in. Yeah, we talk about that then.
Where is he at?
We'll see today. He's making progress. I think he's improved each day. So this will be a good day to see where he's at today.
What do you need to see from him to be able to play on Sunday at this point?
Well, I think that's it's a couple of things. One, I think the player has to feel comfortable. I would never want to put a player out there that doesn't feel like they can do their job at a high level and risk, further injury. There's always a chance of that, regardless if you're injured or not. But then two, just we watch him move around, see how he runs, see how he changes direction, see how he does the things we need him to do for this game. That's why we try to take it all the way to the guys that are, they may play, they might not play. We want to take it all the way until the end to see, if we can give them a chance to play.
Brian, having said that, you sometimes have to protect a player from himself. In other words, he wants to get out, but you don't think it's right, or the staff doesn't think it's right for him to get out.
Absolutely. There's a lot of guys that I've been around in my career that just, you need to pull back from them sometimes. Guys that are healthy even, you need to pull back from them and pull back some of the load, because they love to practice. They know that practice helps you get better. It helps the team. And there's certain players, throughout my career that we've done that with. We're still getting a feel for all the guys here. This is our first real week. Last week was a little bit different with the extra couple days and first game of the season. So, just in terms of how we practice, and we need these guys out here to practice and improve as a football team.
And one more question on the 2-point conversion from last week. How much of that comes
Can
from?
I say we're on to this week?
Well, this is just.
I can't say that. Go ahead.
This is just,
Yeah.
I guess, going forward too,
No,
Brian.
go ahead.
Like, in the way you coach, you say you're going to coach aggressively. How much of that stems from the end of that Bills-Chiefs game and being left basically on the sideline, helpless with overtime?
None of it, obviously. No. I mean, each week, I'll tell you, each week I spend a great deal of time with, I've said this before, Ty and Cade, and we go through, tons of situations, you know, when to accept the penalty, when to decline it. And look, there's certain things that I don't always agree with relative to numbers and things like that, but I think it's important in the position that I'm in that I try to learn as much as I can and have good, valuable discussions, but hopefully before it happens. We know there's going to be certain things that pop up throughout a game that you have to make a quick decision on, but we spend a lot of time on a lot of different areas, and you try to be as prepared with your plan as you can, not just the schemes, but the decision-making processes of it. So they'll throw up a bunch of fourth downs, and hey, the numbers say we should go for it here, and I might say, well, I don't know if that's the right thing to do relative, how does the ball get to that spot of the field? Is it a fumbled punt, we get it, and we want to go for a field goal and make sure we get points, or is it 4th and 1? I mean, those things come up all the time. You saw it last night. What was it, 4th and inches at the goal line? And Coach Reed kicked a field goal. It turned out to be the right decision. But, as long as we're prepared and we go through the process the right way and we do everything we can to get ready for a game, then, again, the outcomes are the outcomes. But if you believe in what you're doing and you prepare as hard as you can, I think that's the most important thing. You're not always going to get the results you want, but the preparation that leads into that is really, really important. If you're not doing that, then you're just you're flying in the wind there, and that's not good coaching.
Brian, is it just frustrating for you as a coach to see a guy who could probably help you guys a little bit, just have this injury luck?
Yeah, no, I feel for any player that gets injured, whatever it may be. Those guys are out here trying to compete, work as hard as they can. Everybody wants to be on the field, and I feel for the player more than anything.
We'll take two more.
Is there more he can do to avoid soft tissue injuries?
I think he does everything we ask him to do, and we'll see where he's at. Maybe it was just a tightened up hamstring. Maybe it's a little bit more, but he's in there. He's getting treatment, and we'll evaluate it today.
How did you see him respond this week before the injury in meetings and in practice, after kind of not playing too much in that opener?
Yeah, I'll say this. He's been consistent since we've been here. Unfortunately, he's had some injuries. But in terms of how he prepares and goes through walkthrough and sits with his teammates, how he was on the sideline. Look, I appreciate those guys that stay into the game when he only had 7 reps. And, again, where that goes this week, if he's able to be out there, we'll see.
Anyone emerge
Last one.
For filling A-Rob's spot?
One more time.
You said like 5 names a day. Anyone emerge there?
We're still working through that.